So you want to know who I am. Why a bunch of kids, teens, and adults, apparently, have a plushie of me. Why I'm in random Gmod videos and content farms. Why there's a popular theorist with over 100 videos trying to figure out my backstory and is stalking me to figure out my secrets. Why I'm basically the coolest cartoon to ever exist. Why you can't figure out what TV show or game I'm from. And what the heck kind of animal am I? Well, let me tell ya. Hiya, my name's Riggy. That's R-I-G-G-Y. It's like Ricky or Rigby or Rammy or Rambly, except none of those, especially the last two, because those are trademarked. The animal I am is a runky, a mixed breed of a rabbit and a monkey. And I have a lovely, beautiful fiance named Rosie, except she's just a regular rabbit, so not as cool.
Hey, don't be rude.
Right, she's also holding the camera for me. Now I know you're asking, okay, cool, but where do you come from? Well, I'm getting to that, so stop being impatient. You're watching this video on a channel called Riggy the Runky, my channel. But I started my journey on the internet by working for this guy. His name is Dano, and he's my boss. Basically, I've worked for him for about 2 years being his mascot, while also adding my own personality into his shorts. So really, if it wasn't for me, his content would just be a bunch of boring educational nerd junk. While a lot of his shorts look like this.
Why is making fake money so hard?
Do British people really have bad teeth?
Surely faking your own death legal?
Blah, 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 you get it. What I would do is intercept every week or two.
Why spaghetti is evil? Huh? Riggy, what? Are you back there? Can you? What?
Hi, Dano.
Care to explain?
Well, it's not like you wanted a possessed bear on the loose. Why, I hate my parents? So this is and done.
Whoa, that actually looks amazing.
Yep, trust the process, pal. Now all we need is the candle.
Wait, Riggy, that's a stick of...
Time to make a wish. Oops. Basically, I would derail whatever dumb topic he was talking about and make it entertaining by making it about me. Oh, also, he refused to give me a raise for a long time, even though I'm basically the face of his channel. When I say boss, I mean literally he pays me to model and show up, and that's the extent of our friendship. We're just coworkers. Okay, sometimes friends, but for the most part, coworkers. And he can definitely be a greedy dummy who, again, didn't give me my raise. There was this whole arc about it. Oh, speaking of arcs, every once in a while, for about 5 or 6 shorts, I have a mini overarching B story to his regular shorts. For example, he would talk about why space is black, and I would replace myself with a robot and eventually have to fight with some penguins. Or when I accidentally knocked him out for a week with sleeping pills and had to do everything on my own and almost sawed open a penguin while it was still alive. Or when I summoned a demon. It's a whole thing. I also gained a lot of popularity from this thing called Shorts Wars, which was a big collab between a bunch of creators where we all got cloned, and for some reason my clone got a bunch of thirst traps on Twitter. But that was the past. Now we're looking at the future, which is also the past. In the next month or two, finally the pilot of my show, Toon Turf, is releasing. In fact, a lot of you might have already seen the pilot and are now exploring my channel. If that's you, then hi. Subscribe now. Anyway, Toon Turf is going to showcase my life in Toonville, which is part of the world where I was born, grew up, and lived in until about 2022, where I left town via a special portal thingy and met Dano. It sounds complicated, but it's not. How can I make portals, you ask? Watch my show. It'll explain it in, like, season 2. Oh yeah, speaking of seasons, this is a timeline of my life. I was born in 2001, and we can actually erase all of this because not much happened between then and 2019. But in 2019, I turned 18 and moved out of my parents' house to Toonville. Then some stuff happened. I met this celebrity named Lucky, made a few friends, and lost a few friends. And killed a couple people. Okay, killed a lot of people. Committed some crimes, like stealing, train jacking, noodle side, arson, honey laundering, money laundering, and a little tax fraud. Listen, I'm not really a hero. More of an anti-hero, but I try. And most of the time, I was a good person, just put in bad situations, alright? I know I look and sound goofy and childish, but I've seen some things. Okay, rephrasing. I know I look PG, and a lot of the time I can be, but sometimes we dip into the PG-13 area, and sometimes really push the PG-13 line. But it's mostly fine, probably. Listen, if you're wondering if you should let your kids watch me or not, I say probably yes, because I'll teach them important things about growing up, and why killing people is bad. Like Bluey, except 25% bloodier. Hey, if you let them watch FNAF, then they're fine watching Toon Turf. Anyway, if the pilot does well, then season 1 will take place from here to here. Season 2 from here to here, ending when I left Toonville and met Dano, and then season 3 would kind of skip around from 2021 to the modern day. Whatever year that'll be when Dano and I are finished making the first 3 seasons. So, probably 2030? I don't know, we'll get there eventually. And then season 4 will close everything off. I'm not sure how, but it feels like some big things will probably go down then. So, now you know who I am. And if you want to watch more of me, I have a playlist on this channel of most of the shorts of Danos I speak in. Or you can follow me on Twitter, or you can binge the conspiracy stalker videos, I guess. Or you can just subscribe and wait until Toon Turf's pilot or the rest of the show comes out. Oh, and important, if you want to know where you can get the Riggy plush and other Riggy merch, it'll always be on this website, Riggy.shop, presented by the wonderful people over at Juniper. My gosh, I freaking love this company. I mean, look at how great those designs are. Not sure if you can buy them yet or not, but if not, then you can at least sign up for the mailing list. And again, all official Riggy merch will be there from now on. And remember, if it doesn't have the Riggy or the Toon Turf logo on it, then it's not official. But again, this website only, unless we get to do some collabs with other brands again in the future. Man, I look good in vinyl. Oh, and if you're not listening to me in English right now, well, that's thanks to this great company, Be Multilingual, who dubbed me so I can spread my influence all over the world and make all of you my followers who buy my merch and give me money. Anyway, I have to go grant that Ferris wheel, so ciao!